Ignoring contradictions. Address conflicting findings instead of avoiding them. In writing Chapter 2, Review of Related Literature, researchers often encounter conflicting findings from different studies. Some studies may support a hypothesis, while others may present contradictory results. Ignoring these contradictions weakens the credibility of a literature review because it creates an incomplete or biased perspective. A strong literature review should not only summarize existing studies, but also critically analyze discrepancies in findings, explore possible reasons for differences, and highlight their implications for the current research. This section explores why contradictions exist in research, the consequences of ignoring them, and effective strategies for addressing conflicting findings in a literature review. Why do contradictions exist in research? Conflicting findings in academic research arise for several reasons. These include: A. Differences in research methodology. Studies may use different research designs, sample sizes, or data collection methods, leading to varying results. Example: one study on social media and academic performance may use a survey, while another may use experimental methods, leading to different conclusions. B. Variations in sample population studies conducted in different cultural, economic, or social contexts may produce varying results. Example: a study on workplace motivation may show salary as a primary factor in one country, but job satisfaction as more important in another. C. Differences in theoretical perspectives. Some researchers interpret data differently based on their theoretical approach. Example: personality development theories may view adolescent behavior differently. Freudian theory focuses on subconscious drives, while Bandura's social learning theory emphasizes environment and observation. DT. Changes over time older. Studies may present conclusions that no longer hold due to technological advancements, social changes, or policy updates. Example: studies on online learning effectiveness before and after the COVID-19 pandemic may show contrasting results. Consequences of ignoring conflicting findings. Ignoring contradictions in a literature review has several negative effects. A. Weakens research credibility. A biased review that presents only supporting evidence makes the study appear one-sided or manipulative. B. Oversimplifies complex issues. Many research topics are multifaceted. Dismissing contradictions fails to capture the full complexity of an issue. C. Misses opportunities for critical analysis. Identifying contradictions adds depth to the discussion and shows that the researcher has critically engaged with the literature.d. Affects research validity. A study that ignores opposing views may overlook important factors that could influence findings. 3. Strategies for addressing contradictory findings. To strengthen a literature review, contradictions should be analyzed thoughtfully. Below are key strategies to address conflicting studies effectively. A. Acknowledge conflicting findings clearly. Instead of avoiding contradictions, explicitly state that research results are mixed. Example: weak statement, ignoring contradiction. Studies suggest that social media improves academic performance. Smith 2020, Lee 2021. Stronger statement, addressing contradiction. While some studies indicate that social media enhances academic engagement, Smith 2020, Lee 2021, others report that excessive social media use negatively impacts academic performance. Garcia 2022, Brown 2023. This suggests that the effects of social media may depend on specific usage patterns and student characteristics. The revised version presents conflicting evidence and suggests possible explanations. B. Compare and contrast findings. Organize conflicting studies into themes or perspectives to highlight differences. C. Identify possible explanations for conflicting results. Discuss why studies may have arrived at different conclusions. Consider factors such as methodology, sample population, or research context. Example: while some research suggests that online learning enhances student engagement, Brown 2020, Lee 2021, other studies highlight reduced motivation among students, Garcia 2022. This discrepancy may stem from differences in the study populations, as Brown, 2020, focused on university students, while Garcia, 2022, analyzed high school learners who may require more structure. The discussion explains why contradictions exist instead of ignoring them. D. Highlight areas for further research use contradictions to justify the need for additional studies. Example: the conflicting findings on remote work productivity indicate the need for further research. While some studies show increased efficiency among employees working from home, Smith 2021, others suggest decreased performance due to distractions, Brown 2022. Future research should explore how factors such as job type, personality traits, and work environment contribute to these variations. This turns contradictions into opportunities for deeper investigation. E. Use theoretical frameworks to interpret differences. Apply existing theories to explain why conflicting results occur. Example: studies on leadership effectiveness show mixed results. Transformational leadership is linked to higher employee motivation, Lee 2021, while some research finds no significant impact, Brown 2022. Using Herzberg's two-factor theory, these discrepancies can be explained. Lee 2021 focused on motivation factors, recognition and growth, whereas Brown 2022 examined hygiene factors, work conditions and salary, which may not respond to leadership style changes. This adds depth to the analysis by connecting contradictions to established theories. Practical tips for managing contradictions in literature review. Use subheadings to separate different perspectives. Cite multiple sources to show a balanced view. Avoid personal bias. Present findings objectively. Provide explanations for conflicting results. End with a synthesis. Connect contradictions to your research. Example of a synthesis. Statement: the literature on employee satisfaction presents mixed results regarding remote work. Some studies suggest increased productivity and work-life balance, Smith 2021, while others highlight challenges related to isolation and lack of supervision, Brown 2022. These differences indicate that remote work outcomes depend on job nature, managerial support, and individual work preferences. This study aims to explore these factors further. This effectively addresses contradictions while connecting them to the current research. Final checklist for addressing contradictions in Chapter 2. Have you explicitly stated opposing research findings? Have you compared and contrasted different studies? Have you explored possible reasons for contradictions? Have you discussed how contradictions relate to your research? Have you suggested areas for future research? By addressing contradictions rather than ignoring them, Chapter 2 will be more balanced, analytical, and credible. Handling conflicting findings properly demonstrates a deep understanding of the research field, strengthening the overall impact of the study. If you find this content helpful, subscribe to stay updated on the next tips for writing Chapter 2. Feel free to comment below with topics you'd like us to cover in future content. Thank you.